What's going on, guys? Welcome back. We got another somewhat serious video again today. We're going to be looking at the newest meta, I guess you can call it, Necro Abyss hard team. Here is my fastest time down here. Here's the team I just run on auto. I'm not trying to get like the fastest possible time I can get, but this is, good enough for me. And I think for a lot of people, you just want your teams to be under a minute. Usually, you're just clicking the repeat battle for ×3 anyway, and as long as it's done within under, I think, 30 minutes, then it's good enough, right? I mean, you're most likely going to be doing other stuff like arena, RTA, or maybe doing the laundry or something. And when you come back after 30 minutes, you want the run to be done. Today, hopefully, we'll be able to get you a consistent, fast, under 1 minute Necro Abyss hard team, as long as you have these 5 units down here. But let's get into it. Let's go to our team, and I'll explain as much as I can. I've done a little bit of research on Reddit, watching other people's videos and stuff. So I'm gonna try to break this team down as best as possible. 2 of the units on here are technically free to play, right? Because you can get one Nat 4 of your choice. But yeah, only one of them. But yeah, eventually you should have both of these units here. And when you do, you can make this team. And real quick, we'll go through the runes on each of these units. So this one we have on Violent Revenge. Here's the stats. Max skilled. This is a unit though that you don't actually have to awaken. It's better if you don't awaken her so that she never uses her third ability here. This ability just wastes time, and also you mainly just want her to be using wild shot as much as possible for the multi-hits to break the shield, as well as defense breaking the trash waves leading to the boss. So yeah, if you haven't awakened this unit and you have her, keep her unawakened. I just awakened her because when I got her, I wanted to actually see her full potential. But yeah, if you're just using her for Necropolis, she's better off to be used without this skill. And also, you can go try to make her a little bit tankier than mine. Mine's not very tanky. I don't have the exact numbers on what you want these things to be on, but of course, like as high as crit rate as possible, 100%, is better than anything else. So 100% try to go for, and then good enough accuracy to be able to land the defense breaks. Moving on, we have Rauk here. We have Rauk on Violent Will, and the reason he is on Will is because sometimes Lapis should be getting stolen by the boss at the start of the boss stage, and then she'll use her second skill on one of your units, which silences a unit. And if you have everything on will runes, nothing will get silenced. If you just want like certain units not to get silenced, then, you can just have those certain units obviously on will runes. I honestly prefer not even to have will runes, even though it's recommended by some people. I think revenge on everything is just like the standard and the safest bet for all your necro units. So if you want to go revenge on Rauk, then you can definitely do that. And then on this unit, same thing. Violent Revenge. Not max skilled. We just 2-8 her. So make sure if you have the Devilmons, you can put them into her. If you just want to farm out more of these in the dimensional rifts, dimensional holes, whatever that's called, you can make more of these, max your skills out. Whatever you got to do. We'll eventually get there. But the team still works even without it. And then here is a star. Have her on Vampire Revenge. And then this is the only unit you don't need to have Revenge on if you don't want to. It's better just to get as high crit rate as possible. That's why I have on the Blade set. It should be 100%, or no, it only needs, I think, to be 85% because it gets additional 15% against the Dark boss. So yeah, you only need 85%. So we're actually overkilled with the crit rate here, and just get as much attack and crit damage as possible. And then make sure this unit is moving last, because you want to break the shield down and then have your nuker come in and finish the boss off. All right, and then also here's another cool feature that they've added to the game. If you guys don't know how to see the speed at the bottom right, of the character frames, you just go up here and you click this, you click it on, and then it will show the speed. And this is the turn order. So we got 196 all the way down to 169. I believe you need exactly 169 for your slowest unit to be able to move on the mid-boss stage before the other, you know, trash characters move. I think it's 169 or 170, but well, I guess we'll see once we do the run here. But yeah, another thing to note, some people might not know about this, is if you have everybody the same speed, let's say everyone's 196 speed, the character to the left is going to move first. So it would, the turn order would go like this. If everything was the same speed, it would go her, Rauk, her, Astar, and Shaman. That's exactly how that turn order would go. And the reason this is important is because sometimes you might have a unit like these two were very close with speed. And I think at one point I had them exactly the same. So if they're 180, you want to make sure you have the turn order correct. I think a better example would be like, say, these two down here. If they were the same speed at like 170, you don't want Shaman to be here because you want to have Astar here because she does the multi-hits, potentially will break the shield before Shaman gets a turn to be able to do his nuke. So yeah, that's the team. And let's do a run, and I'll explain how this team is working while the run is going on. You know, obviously, it's still RNG heavy because there's violent runes, there's revenge runes. A lot of things can happen, but, you know, the RNG is looking pretty good right now. We got the defense breaks off both times with Abigail. And then what's nice is when Rauk teams up with Astar, she does, you know, the AoE attack and clears the waves down pretty quickly. And this is also why she should be getting stolen. She should be doing the most damage, and whoever's dealing the most damage is getting stolen by the boss. And check that out right there. We had the will rune on Rauk. She tried going for Rauk, and Rauk didn't get silenced. So far we got a really good run going. And also this team normally averages out around anywhere from 50 seconds to about a minute, depending on how fast, you know, the waves go, if they do the right skills. You know, if we miss a crit, you know, there is some RNG that can happen. If we get violent procs, revenges, this all factors in. But for the most part, it's very consistent. You shouldn't get any fails. And there we go. Let's see how fast this run was. Minute 20, not the fastest run. We've had much faster runs. But, you know, we're still clearing. That's a really nice rune. Let's see how it rolls. Let's check out the roll. Can we get another crit damage? No. All right, not that great. We'll keep it, though. All right, so a few more things to note here. Make sure that certain units have good enough accuracy. So, for example, here we have Rauk on 17%, but we can also get an additional 9% from here, which puts him at, what is that, 26% accuracy. Should be maybe a little bit higher to make sure we get that defense break off. But we also have this unit here that also has a chance to apply the defense break on her third ability. And we also get an additional 9% here with the third skill. So we have 2 chances to defense break. And as far as everybody else, you know, try to get, like I said, 100% crit rate on your damage dealers. Try to get as much damage as possible. You know, I still don't think my star is dealing enough damage. Maybe should shoot for around 200 crit damage. But just keep on upgrading things. Like, for example, my Seren, like I said before, isn't max skilled. As soon as she's max skilled, she's going to make the runs more consistent, more safe, and, you know, faster, right? Because she's going to have her abilities up quicker. She's going to be dealing more damage. But yeah, also, like, certain stats that aren't grinded out, make sure you grind out as much stats as possible. All right, here are the results after 30 repeat battles. Overall clear time is about 30 minutes, a little bit above 33 minutes. Average clear time just a bit above a minute. And we also got a new best time. We cleared it by 3 seconds. So best time 47 seconds now. And yeah, we'll go through these real quick so you can see sort of more of like the average. I mean, we know the average, it tells you the average, but like, we had another time here for 48 seconds. Things can go wrong, things can go right, which, will either tack on an additional 10 to 20 seconds or take off an additional 10 to 20 seconds on the average run is what we're getting from this. All right, so not too bad. This is how you run this team. If you guys want a more overall guide of Necropolis, make sure to check out this video on screen right now. And if you guys want to see more guides like this in the future, please let me know in the comments below. All right, see you guys in the next one.